Hi, it's Marie, and today I am going to show you how to set up your Pinterest account. So I've gone in and I've signed up for a Pinterest account. So that was basically just putting in my email address and choosing a password. Now we're in the site, we're in Pinterest, and like I had mentioned earlier, it's really important that you set up a business account. A business account is free, and the reason you want a business account is because you will get so many more analytics that way. So definitely a free business account, not a personal account. So now that I've opened up this account, you'll see here I'm in the business section of it. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go up here and I'm going to go to my profile. So you can see this is a brand new account. So you're going to get some tips here for creating great pins. Just go through the site. I think it's really, really important when you first start with Pinterest and you really don't know how it works. It's slightly overwhelming, but you just need to go and play around with it. And after watching this video, you'll have a better understanding of how Pinterest works. Let's start by saying that Pinterest is really just a giant pin board or a giant cork board. You know, those things that you would have above your desk where you'd pin certain things that you really, really liked. Well, that's what you're going to do here. You're going to upload your own pins to share with people, and you're actually going to pin other people's stuff as well. And a good thing to think about is when you start pinning, what you want to do is you're going to create boards, and this may be flying over your heads at the moment, but I'm going to explain all of this anyways. I just want to give you an overview of the entire process. So you're going to create boards, and boards in Pinterest, they're basically categories. So you're going to create categories. You can have as many categories as you want, as many boards as you want. We're going to start with about 5. And these 5 boards will be within the niche of your blog. So what you like to blog about. So for example, if you are interested in food, then you could create 5 boards, one that had to do with keto, one paleo, one gluten-free, one Whole30, and one intermittent fasting, for example. So the first thing here is we're going to edit your profile. So go ahead and read this. It's pretty self-explanatory. You're going to fill out all the information here. What I think is really important about the profile itself is you're going to want to pick a nice picture. The other thing is display name, username. You can choose what it is that you want because it will end up in the URL. And as far as your profile goes, you really want it to showcase what it is that you do. So just be mindful of that when you're creating your profile. And then you're going to come down and you're going to go through each of these categories. And again, it's pretty self-explanatory, so just fill in the information. The one thing I do want to point out is when you come here to claim, you're going to want to do this. So you're going to want to claim your website. So your website, for example, you'll want to put it here and claim it. And the reason you want to do that is because it connects your blog to Pinterest. The other thing you want to do is you'll want to, if you have these social media accounts, you'll want to claim these as well. So you'll want to claim your Instagram. If you have an Etsy shop, you'll want to do that, and YouTube as well. So that's pretty much it for setting up your profile. The next thing you'll want to do is you'll want to start creating pins. You'll want to start creating boards. So let's talk a little bit about that. So this is your homepage, and your homepage will populate with things that you find interesting. So every time you log into Pinterest, Pinterest will show you certain things that you have liked in the past. So here I wanted to take a minute and just show you what different pins on Pinterest looks like. So we're not going to spend too much time here because we're going to have a separate video on this, but I wanted to show you. So I've put gluten-free recipes up here in the search box. And you can see here that you can search by pins, by your own pins, product pins, videos, people, so different people on Pinterest and different boards. So I've searched by all pins, and this is what I've come up with. So here are all these different pins that people have for gluten-free recipes. I also just want to point out up here at the very top that these are search terms that people have typed in to Pinterest when they put in gluten-free recipes. So these are all these different keywords that are associated with the gluten-free recipe search that I've just done. So when you take a look, you can see here, all pins they're really advertising, visual advertising. So you can see that the pins, lots of them look really great. They're colorful, nice pictures. I just want to show you sort of what makes a nice pin. You know, they're easy to read. You'll have to remember one thing is that a lot of people use Pinterest on their mobile device. So they're going to be using it on their phone, for example. So you don't want to have too much writing, but just take a look. And like when you're in Pinterest, put in your own search query, see what you come up with. But again, you know, just take a look around, click through, see, you know, what the pin is about, and you'll start to get a lot of different ideas. And I know that Andrew did a separate video on using Pinterest for brainstorming ideas for posts and such, so be sure to check that out. But again, just take a look. You'll see here dairy-free, for example, dairy-free, gluten-free recipes. So it populates all of these different pins, and if you find something that you like, pin it to your appropriate board. The next thing to do is you'll want to start creating a pin. So you can create a pin from here. You can see the create pin button there, or you can come up here to the plus sign. And when you click on it in the drop down menu, it says create pin, create ad. So let's create a pin. So if you've seen my other video on Canva and how to create pins in Canva, you'll basically create a pin exactly like what I explained there. You'll download it to your computer and then you're going to upload it here in this space. Now let's go back for a second and let me show you other people's pins. So these are things that other people are promoting, and you'll see that you have options to save, you have options to go straight to their site, you'll see here. And for example here, if you clicked on this Legit and Easy Keto Crunch Wrap, you could go straight to their site by clicking on that little arrow button there, and you can see it here. Or if you go back, if you were to click on the pin itself, you can see here what it is. So this is the site. This is the site that it will go to, redirect to if you click on it, if you want to see more of the recipe. This is the person. So this is a person who pinned it. So this is their profile. Here is the description title. Here is their description, and you can basically play around here. So if you had boards, you would click save and it would save it to a board. So because this is a brand new account, we don't have any boards at the moment. We're going to create some, but you'll see here that they even give you suggestions for boards. So let's say that I was really interested in easy keto recipes. So I'm going to create that board. So I've actually saved that now. So what you can do is, if you want to see this, I know we're sort of jumping around here, but just to give you an idea, if I went to boards here, you can see now that I've got a board that says Keto Recipes Easy. That's how simple it is to pin. Now, you can also create a board here from your boards. And for example, let's say I wanted specifically, let's go with the idea of food. Let's say I wanted gluten-free easy recipes. So slightly different than keto recipes, obviously, but let's create that board. Now that I've created that board, it actually gives me, it says save some pins to your new board. So here, this is exactly how you do it. You just click on the save button and it's saved. Let's see this, biscuits. So let's pin a couple of other things. This is how easy it is to pin. So you you literally can just scroll all of these things, and when you're done, hit done. So this is my gluten-free easy recipes board. And what you can do is, if you want to find more, you could click on more ideas. It'll populate more of these for you. So, and you just could save. You literally can just go and save. Now, for example, this is keto. So not gluten-free, but I do have a keto board. So what I can do is I can click on it, the pin, I come up here and I just click on the drop down menu and I choose the board that it goes to. So Keto Recipes Easy. And now that's saved. So again, it's as simple as that to actually save a pin to a different board. Now you're going to want to save about 50% of other people's pins and then 50% of your own. You're going to want to pin other people's pins. What it does is it gets you traffic, so people looking for different pins, people will start finding your boards, and that's exactly what you want to do because you're going to be putting your pins into those boards. And so it's really, really important to pin every single day. Now we can do this automatically using Tailwind, and I'm going to show you how to do that so that you can literally just go in, do all of your work for Pinterest. So your pins, you can schedule your pins and such, and you can automate a lot of this process, but that's a different video. Right now we're just playing around with Pinterest. I just want you to see how easy it is to use. And let's see, so we're just clicking around here just so you can see different things. But if you go back to your profile, you can see we've got these two boards here. So if I wanted to create a pin, so if I wanted to upload a pin, I could do that. Now I don't have any gluten-free easy recipes or keto recipes on hand. I don't have any pins for that. But in the next video, I will show you how to upload a pin into your Pinterest boards. Okay, we'll see you in the next video.